Horse.
The horse. The horse that he has in the race, you feel the same?
Liquid.
Okay, well, maybe that's where we put all our money. Maybe we put our money where our mouth is, or at least the two with the biggest mouths, at least on this desk, for sure, would be Anders and Jason, who will be delivering all of this action of this Group B lower bracket final.
Well, there we go. We're ready, Moses?
Yeah, I'm so ready for this one. This is going to be great. Team Liquid, Mibr, head-to-head, final spot in the playoffs here at ESL Pro League. This is going to be awesome. I mean, the roster swaps they had, Zeus and Taco, formerly on Liquid, now coming over. This is great. Some of the struggles that Mibr has been going through, they looked good against North earlier today to get to this point. Stewie just spotted that. He saw the leg, and he's going to take the shot, but first got the kill. Now he's going to back up just a little bit in towards Connector, just preserve the man lead.
Ooh, scary there. Fallen.
He's screwed. He's got to fight his way out.
Yeah, he really does have to fight his way out. He's not sure where to even stand, but now he's actually got the backup. This is a very odd pistol round. Don't normally see things play out this way. Fight now as well going on the A-bomb side with the bomb, and Cold Sierra going to be picking off NAF. I don't know what's happening anymore.
This aggression from Mibr has completely destroyed Liquid's idea of what they wanted to do. Great shot. Oh, the follow-up. That's great through the edge of the box, and it's Twist to go down next at Mibr with a statement pistol round.
Yeah, I think you are absolutely right. They did not know what was happening any longer after the first initial chaos there. They were really caught off guard. Who do you have to win this one, Moses?
Listen, let's not get into that. Let's not get into that.
Can't wiggle out.
I don't know how to control my powers anymore, so we're just gonna let it sit. That was nasty from Fallen. Now, I said Mibr looked great against North earlier in winning that series for a North that was looking good. Liquid surprisingly struggled with Hellraisers quite a bit. After we saw them get trounced by Mouse Sports yesterday, I don't think anyone really thought that Hellraisers would be able to have a close 3-map series with Liquid earlier this afternoon.
No, that felt very odd. I was confused throughout that whole game, to be quite honest. Well, I've got Mibr to win it, Moses. I'm not afraid.
Okay. Good for you.
Thanks.
2-0, and Liquid going to bring out the AK-47s in round 3. And the Krieg. Don't forget the Krieg and a Liege. A lot of SMGs, 3 of them on the Mibr on the Brazilian side of things, so
yes,
somewhat of a bonus round here.
Which could be fine, especially on B. Not so fine for retakes. I think that's where you sometimes feel the pain of those SMGs. Bit of a peak, Cold Sierra. Yeah, I'm going to say you can't really keep doing that when you don't control underpass. And playing forward with the SMGs over at A, that makes a lot of sense. Are they going to try and do it? Naf he's thinking about this.
It's a weird stack from Mibr. Yeah, now they kind of have to push that. Naf's aware of it. I don't think he realizes there's 2 people. He's going to get 1, but trade it off. That's actually a very nice trade. Mibr is going to be happy with that. Control of Palace as well is such a big deal. That restricts, like if you're Liquid and they have control of Palace, you really do not want to go towards that A bomb site. That's no fun to clear out that position, but Elige is almost able to find the equalizer. He's fallen back Phelps. And first, stuck inside window room for the moment. There's no utility to really handle this.
Oh.
That's fortunate.
Yeah, that could have been a really bad highlight. They still, that was Phelps going back. They might still think there's someone up in Palace there. Twist with the absolute godlike timing. I don't know what they were doing, but they weren't really ready for it. And now Phelps could have probably got that kill. It's still a 1-on-2. They almost line up. And Cold, he's got the Molotov. There's nothing Elige can do. If he goes straight for the bomb hunt or the defuse, I don't think he can do anything, but Cold might not realize. He might be afraid that he's just going to peek inside of it. He's tapping the bomb now. He's off it a little bit, and he's going to get the kill anyway. Really well done. He's got the defuse kit. That is so close. Another strange round.
Yeah, that's a lot of players just kind of huddled up, not really sure where the next point of attack is going to happen. I don't even think Cold Zero realized how low Elige was at the end with that Molotov. 3-0, though. Liquid stumped early in their first gun run and on the pistol, and Mibr bringing out 4 AUGs now. Fallen can afford the AWP as well. Question is, do you... Yeah, he's going to go for it. So half investment for Team Liquid. That plant's going to help with the economy. The losing bonus is building up. They go for Deagles, Tech 9, a CZ, plenty of utility as well.
Good start for Mibr. obviously way too early to make any kind of late or long-term predictions. No predictions off you, Moses. Weaseled right out of it.
As quickly as possible. As quickly as humanly possible. Nitro and Elige at top mid. Twist coming from underpass. We're going to get mid control. With a smoke on top of the window ledge. Actually, 4 players now for Team Liquid in middle, and NAF is just waiting in Palace. You imagine they want to end at this A bomb site. You imagine this is going to be a split in that direction, looking to see if they can find a pick with these Deagles early on, wait for some of these smokes to get utilized. Liquid actually does not have a whole lot of utility. One smoke in the window, go for a boost so that you can hop in there late during the execute. Perhaps actually Stewie's just going to get in right now, but Fur's aware. Now, the gamble of this smoke fading and who sees who's first is really, really rough.
Well, if it works, then Fallen's in a lot of trouble here. Flashbang to set it up, and that's great. Fallen now with the AWP close range. Yeah, he's actually boxed in. Nitro will take him down. Mibr probably not needing to be that forward on defense, especially so late in the round. Cold Zero is now gone, and what a miraculous round out of Liquid. I don't know if they can really fight this so easily. Phelps nearly could have caught that kill. Probably needed to catch that kill if they wanted any chance of a retake.
Yeah, they should not be going for this. The money is not great for the Mibr side. They can buy. Cold Zero has plenty of cash. He's the only one. So they can buy with these 2 weapons. Cold Zero would be able to drop a gun, and they need to back away. I got to say, that entire round, that little sequence, rewatch that, the way they took window room. As the smoke fades, Stewie jumps. Fur catches sight, commits to the fight, and a flashbang comes in at the same exact time and just completely destroys Fur. That was actually a really, really clever little trick from Team Liquid.
Yeah, really well done. And then again, Fallen being that close to middle definitely backfired.
Well, he has nowhere to go after that. He's got to pick, right? Do you fall back and put your attention on window room and potentially get shot in the back, or do you try and challenge in connector? And obviously gets taken down. Huge win for Team Liquid and a half buy. One more and they'll gain control of the economy. They can build up and maybe try and overtake the lead.
I kind of understand the idea of holding window close and in this position for Fallen, but I just feel like there was so little time left in that round that maybe they did not need to. Nitro running into a lot of damage over on that A ramp. Actually, one of my favorite plays when people go fast on the T side to that A ramp to try and catch somebody in the bomb site. I always think that's a lot of fun.
Not when you eat a couple nades for your trouble.
That does stop the fun pretty quickly.
Yeah, that does ruin your day. Fallen playing with an SMG while Cold Zero takes the AWP. That's over towards the B bomb site, so that lets them have 4 players positioned at A.
Strange position to be AWPing from inside a B, isn't it?
It's like that one pick. I think the biggest strange thing about it is now that there's a smoke, yeah, you can see on the minimap, Cold Zero had to readjust. As soon as a smoke goes in towards connector, Cold has to move because no one can spot up catwalk, and he was well overexposed. Good nade damage from Mibr so far in this round. It's Nitro to 16 and Stewie to 47, all with utility. 50 seconds.
Fallen playing close with that MP9, and that's where they're going to show up.
Oh no, look at the rotation. Mibr,
wow.
They have no idea. They're calling for it to be a B hit. Fallen is the only one here with an SMG. 2 players coming this way, but Nitro is low. He could get a quick kill and be able to build upon that. That'd be huge. And actually now Mibr is rotating back. Cold Zero has got a deeper angle into the halls. Liquid might have missed their timing, but that's a big first kill right out of the sky as Fallen falls.
Huge shot. What a follow-up from Nitro. Beautiful round. He's so low in the beginning, and he still brings it back. And Fur now, yeah, he's on the bomb side. 15 seconds here. They're trying to clear it out, and a little bit of trouble here. They're coming in from the connector, and they're going to take care of him. So 9 seconds here. The bomb is going to be planted. Man, I don't know. If you rewind this round, you're not going to be thinking that it's Liquid coming out with 4 people alive in a bomb plant like this.
Those were great shots from Nitro. That was absolutely beautiful. First, the first one on the Fallen is great, but then the position to take up next over towards CT spawn perfectly builds upon it, and that just means the stack of Mibr has nothing. Liquid has a pretty damn good idea of where Cold Zero is trying to save this off. Stewie, Twist are going to come in through the halls. There's still plenty of time in the bomb to make this happen. Elige going to be on catwalk as well. Cold Zero going to have to fight for his life to keep this up, and it's been quiet the whole way. He has no idea how close they are. There's the drop down there, Stewie. Easy one for him. Doesn't even need the op. Doesn't want the double op, but takes everything out of the hands of MIBR. Ooh.
Ooh,
I love that. I'm all about that life.
that's good. Yeah, that's really good. Also want to be careful. Some of these players on the MIBR side can get a little bit...
Sounded like his
crazy.
voice was close to cracking as well, which always really lessens the impact of smack talk.
Yeah, it does.
It was really at the edge there.
But I don't want to try and discourage them. I think it's great. We need more of that kind of a thing.
This is one of those rare setups as well where the players, they're not like next to each other or across from each other, but the player area at this group stage is, you know, they're all playing pretty close. So you can hear that. So
Yeah,
it's not
yelling
always
distance.
a possibility.
You like to see it. A reinvigorated Team Liquid. You could see they refound that confidence really quickly. And they're going to be tying up the scoreline here. 3-3. And MIBR. That decision to go that hard towards the B bomb site definitely cost them a lot.
It really did. I mean, that's a decision that's costed them 2 rounds now. Well, not just that, but you add on the great play and shots from Nitro with the AWP. Now they have a double up setup on the T side. They didn't want to pick it up previously, but they've invested into it now. Got a timeout for Team Liquid.
Yeah. A lot of discussion going on.
Okay, so this sounds like, I would imagine it seems a couple going in halls, and so it seems it would be a faster play towards that A bomb site, which is interesting. I'm really curious to see how this double op setup would go with some kind of an attack in that, especially if it's very fast paced. That Liquid, knowing how important this round can be, knowing even with the investment that MIBR has made, they're going up against guns, they know that, but they know the money is still low on the defensive side.
Focus in the eyes have fallen. For the longest time in Global Offensive, it just seemed like Fallen could make no mistakes when it came to building rosters, right? Like every single pickup looked amazing, and
Yeah.
it all just worked. And now,
Well, it helps when you pick up Cold Zera.
it does help out. Oh, nice shot from Naf. Cold with a return there on Elige. But it's been a while. We need this MIBR project to really start to come alive again, or people might start to lose a little bit of faith. Phelps trying to use the ladder for a little bit of extra speed, I think, and now going to go for the fight, but Twist will take him out. Not bad at all. Now, long rotation from Taco through T-spawn. They have some time here. The bomb is not planted yet, and it'll be another 5 seconds before they do get it planted, so actually this could be pretty good.
I think the tough part for Liquid now is they have 2 ops still in play, and those are not the ones that are going to aggress upon the bomb site. So Twist is so important. And when is this op? When does Nitro turn around to watch Ramp? It's just now. He drops off the boxes. It's all about timing. No one's looking. There's 2 players here. A huge mistake. Twist turns, but Nitro can't react. Great from Taco. Lack of communication and crunch time for Liquid in this round, and now Naf has everything to do. He's already got a kill with the op and a 1 versus 3 from Palace. He's got the first shot.
Great stuff now. Just shoulder peeking, and he wants to know, and he's going to get shot down. I really wanted to believe Naf could do that. Again, he's just... he's such a fun player to watch, Naf, when he's in the right mood. And maybe that game from earlier could have woken some of these Liquid players up. Like, you'd really hope that was sort of their time to say, hold on.
Yeah. I'm not sure how that communication occurred, what exactly happened with Nitro and Twist, but it seemed like Nitro was pretty committed to watching the flank and then turned away from it, and just 2 players at the top of this ramp, you could see it. No one's... I think maybe Nitro told Twist to swap with him, and it just didn't come in time. That's a tough loss to take for Liquid. Back to just the 1 AWP on Naf, and he actually, as we know, Fearless goes to challenge Fallen in window.
Yeah, even the preemptive Molotov to cancel out the smoke, but you can understand why Fallen maybe doesn't want to re-peek into any of that once he hears the AWP on the other side. Round number 8, 4-3, favoring MIBR ever so slightly. Money, really good for Liquid still. Not so good for MIBR.
Bomb is dropped way far back in mid. Gonna get that boost up in towards window, you'd imagine. Both of them helping to clear out, waiting to see if there's gonna be any kind of a shoulder peek. This is a very aggressive defense towards connector. Phelps in closet. Good kill from Fur over the smoke. Twist going to try and punish, and actually Fur could still win that battle. He's going to get re-aggressive over the top. Twist retreated to the other angle. Naf and Elige now starting to try and apply some pressure to this A bomb site. Maybe take some attention away from Connector, but Fallen and Fur are still there. And Phelps still has not been discovered. He's just waiting for his moment.
They have 3 Molotovs. Surely one of them is going to go to Phelps' position, and he doesn't even have a smoke to cancel it out. Yep, there it is. He can't do anything but run into it. So dangerous to be there, and look at who's lurking at top mid. It's still Twist. That could be huge. If they can get the bomb plant down, then Twist could do a lot from this position. A lot of grenades going in now. 19 seconds. That does not catch the guy planting the bomb. Otherwise, that would have probably been the round.
Yeah, that would have been huge. But they have a chance for the retake. Nitro is solo, gets aggressive. Twist needs to get into the action right now. He needs to start moving. The bomb is planted for him, so he can be somewhat patient, but he's getting closer and closer. Elige and Naf still waiting at the top of A ramp. Twist can take attention away from them. He's waiting for the proper moment to pounce, and there it might be. He's got that. Oh, a second headshot. That's great. And now Elige is able to peek. It's Fallen left in a 1 versus 2, and he's going to go for it. He's already close enough with that shot. I think now he just says it's not worth it. We don't have the money, and another round for Liquid.
Really well done. That was nicely put together for Liquid. And yeah, well, that position for Phelps, I mean, it's not really that I want to blame him, but we do see it every once in a while. And when they had 3 Molotovs like that, it's unlikely that they wouldn't at least try it.
I think all things considered, he did a pretty good job. I mean, he gets Molotov'd out, and he gets a dink on Nitro, who's pinning him in with the AWP. So yeah, he goes down, but he's done great damage. Fur should be no surprise that we see him being active in the opening kills. This was great from Twist. He found a perfect timing. That second shot is magnificent.
So not just tied up, but heavy economic favor right now for Liquid. And they are not going to slow this down. I kind of like it. I kind of want them to try and bully MIBR a little bit. Obviously want to be careful of this saved AWP, but I still think this is not such a bad idea.
Liquid's got to be a little bit careful, you're right, because of the AWP. Fallen's starting to disappear, though, and I don't think he wants anything to do with this fight. Again, just going to save the AWP. Such an important weapon to have when the buys eventually do come in. They found Stewie in mid. He's available, but they can't complete the kill. 3 kills for him, and Fallen going to back away, but Stewie's already boxing him in. Fallen's trying to be quiet about this, but Stewie has the idea. Now he's grabbed the cross, and oh, he's got the kill as well. Fallen had a small chance. It's not going to pan out, and Stewie's just getting louder and louder.
Yeah, he's excited, fighting some former teammates.
Yeah.
That's always exciting.
It's a very incestual match we have going on here.
Yeah, it really is. 4-5. I think Liquid are off to a fantastic start. 12,000 on Elige here at the beginning of this round.
I mean, what a pair of games we have. NRG Astralis is on the B stream as well. That is on the 3rd map. Again, playing for a playoff spot, and it's almost tied up. It's 11-12 in the favor of NRG. Yeah, but and here you have these 2 teams playing for a playoff spot as well.
Yeah, that Astralis game, though, Astralis are making a pretty big comeback, so NRG probably are going to be a little bit stressed, I imagine. Yeah, I don't know. Looked like Liquid are about to lose to Hellraisers earlier, and if NRG end up beating Astralis, what a day it would be. Round number 10. MIBR.
Oh, no.
Oh, wow.
No, it bounced too far. Cold Zera. That's going to be so frustrating. What a way to go down.
You really hate to see that happen, don't you? Sort of almost like a free gift there for Liquid. 5-3, and this time they're going to swap it over towards the B bomb site. Really just Taco here with an M4. A couple of Molotovs behind him. Actually, one of them does do a little bit of damage, and he has to fall back off, getting the kill, but they're just absolutely everywhere. And even Stewie lurking in middle. Good hit.
That's the perfect lurk for Stewie. They had such an advantage. 5-on-3, you can afford to just attack with 4 and let that 5th player, you know, play by himself, play by his intuition. Might be able to find Phelps here, and he does. 3 kills in the round for Stewie. He's 12-5 in the first 10 rounds of this game. Liquid is up 6-4, and they've won 6 of the last 7.
Yeah, this is starting to look like a brilliant first half out of them, which is really good news. I mean, you could probably make the argument that they weren't that prepared for Hellraisers and probably are a little bit more prepared for MIBR, so there could be some sort of class difference there, but still, it's nice to see that they are looking a lot more composed here than they were earlier.
Ooh, that's a dirty little flashbang. Fur never saw it coming. Yeah, I think the other thing to discuss when you see Liquid coming out, you know, I guess maybe a bit flat against Hellraisers is that's a team they don't have to play too often. They obviously know MIBR intimately as well. They probably feel way more comfortable in this matchup, despite the names on paper. Another B bomb site, and yeah, I mean, you said you wanted to see Liquid try and really muscle and bully MIBR around this map. They're starting to really pick up the pace. They've had some fast-paced tactics, had some aggressive ones towards different parts of the map, and they're starting to be successful with it as well. So much like what day one, we're seeing the team, you know, start flexing a little bit.
Yeah, it's good. That's where we get started, isn't it?
Yeah, it's building up the hierarchy.
Don't know if we'll get all the way there. It's hard to follow up on that game though. Like that had everything.
It did.
Fallen has discovered an AK-47, so I guess that's something. There was a point in time where you would have said even like a somewhat weakened MIBR, you really couldn't bully anyway, because they would have had just the raw stopping power.
Yeah, well, they always seem to have a plan, right? They always seem to be able to know what the adjustment was, and on an individual level, the cohesion of the MIBR players for some time was just insanity. But
yeah,
you see it now. It's a different conversation around this team. You know, coldzera just gave that interview where he's like, we're working really hard, but something's not clicking with this team. Like, he's openly said it.
Yeah.
We've seen Taco and Fallen both say it in interviews after devastating losses as well. So there is a certain level of dysfunction within this MIBR team right now as they try and find the solution to get back towards the top. Still a very competitive team and still with very dangerous individual players. Liquid, though, again, talk about bullying. They want to go towards the B bomb site fast. They eat a lot of utility damage, and Naf can't get out the window. Good stop from coldzera. Taco's here as well. They don't even clear him out. Twist goes down. Taco's going to get another one. Great defense here. All 5 players still up for MIBR, and that's exactly what they needed. Nitro going to try and do some economic damage at the end, but the round feels over. 3 defenders here already.
Yeah, every kill Nitro can get, though, is definitely going to make a difference. Get about it. Nice flick right onto Taco. Still another 3 left, and that was a leg shot. So I think that is what ultimately is going to kill the dream here. Going to get shot at the back. I'm going to say I still think that was not a bad idea for Liquid. I mean, they did step on a grenade, and then when you try and get out the window and you're taking damage, like, you kind of get stuck.
You get frozen, yeah.
But I like the idea of them trying to see if they could knock out that B defense one more time. Because if they do that, that's what, like 3 or 4 rounds in a row they go B.
It's also like you also have to look at it in the context of it's the benefit of being up 7-4 when you make that call, right? If you're down like 4-7 or you know, whatever it might be, you probably don't make that call. You know, that's at 7-4 you have some rounds to play with and some rounds to get creative. They're going to keep up this pace. I mean, this time it's trying to bully towards the A-bomb site, and Fallen's going to love that with the AWP, but maybe not as his teammates start falling. He's got less people to keep the space. Oh, so blind, and Naf still has the lineup. Fallen's got to drop the smoke. He burns down to half HP, and there he goes. He's down through the box. It's coldzera. A gap in the smoke, but nobody needs to challenge that. They're planting front boxes in Liquid. They cracked it open again.
I can't believe Naf got that shot. He was really flashed, and somehow it worked out perfectly. Phelps, I think, had to walk into it because of the Molotov.
Yes.
So,
and that's the reason why Naf gets that kill is because he knows his job, right? Your job in that position is to be holding that player in for the Molotov or getting him as he runs out of the flames. And even blind, just take the shot and see what happens. It's all you really can do. Now he's going to try and chase down these weapons. He knows he's got one close. He's done a little bit of damage. coldzera going to stick around, though.
Last couple of seconds here. Nothing going to come of it. Still 8-5. The pressure and the aggression here for Team Liquid, even when it starts out well, because if you're falling in that position, you get that first kill out of the Palace, that usually is what's going to slow down that push so much that maybe, you know, it actually never just happens. Wow.
He even, like, adjusted his crosshair down.
Yeah.
What a god.
Yeah, Naf is, he's not top of the scoreboard or anything right now, but I always do like watching him play. Fur, counter-aggression coming out. So MIBR saying, all right, if you're just going to be rushing anyway, let's just try and see if we can make this a straight-up fight. And it's going to be returned by Nitro, who's been having a pretty good game.
This is a dangerous angle, though, if you're MIBR. Fallen and coldzera both have to be mindful of the possibility of this. Now, there's no one in middle for Liquid to apply pressure on Connector and force them back into the crosshair of Stewie.
Ooh, Stewie, that's pretty bold.
Yeah, that is extremely bold.
Don't see that a lot of the time.
Obviously playing with a lot of confidence, though. He's had a great start to this game.
Yeah, I like that. Everybody likes that. Now, they're going to have actually 3 smokes on the Molotov, and Taco's over here defending B with a single flashbang. Now, I don't think that's going to stop everyone that's coming through here. It had to be the best flash of all time. He's in a pretty good off angle, though.
Stewie's sticking around at A ramp. I'm trying to figure out if this is going to be... He doesn't have a lot to actually fake with, so I'm wondering if he was going to peek up when the set piece came in over at B and maybe try and grab Phelps falling back or something, but he's actually abandoned that. So this is just kind of a lot of dead time as he comes to meet up, and he'll watch the flank, and he'll be able to set up with the AWP. Taco's got a lot to do.
Yes, he does. They're through the first part. That smoke landed perfectly right as he was about to have the angle. Cold Zero there with a hero play coming through, taking down Nitro, but Taco dies without seeing even anybody. And I don't know, Phelps and Fallen, it's round number 14. Hard to imagine they could win this.
I think
if they go for it, they don't have any money next round.
Yeah, that's the tough part, and I think you kind of peek in and you see what you can find. They do have one smoke for the bomb. It's making their way there that is the problem, because they obviously know that Twist and Naf have taken the site. They just don't know where Stewie is. Got to assume he's going to be at this site, and they start backing away. No mistakes made by Team Liquid, so MIBR have to bring whatever they can into the next round, and I think this is the smart decision. You need those weapons. You have to imagine you'd lose at least one player on that kind of a retake, and Fallen has 2K right now, so he'll be able to drop one weapon over to his teammates. But pretty desperate times. This is a very powerful half to come out with for Team Liquid on the T side, Mirage.
And it's so much closer to the Liquid that we really love to see, where, you know, they're not afraid at all to take some of these early fights, and even if they get punched in the nose a little bit, they just fall back, make some pretty good calls, and then they still end up coming up with the win in some of these rounds. So, really hard team to play against, and you could probably tell why.
I mean, this has been a 9-2 run ever since MIBR won the first 3 rounds off the back of the pistol, the very first gun round, and then it's been all Liquid.
It really has been. Looking for a 10th round to just make that first half.
It's the cherry on top, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's double digits.
Just really show them who's the daddy. Forward push here by Fur. Could be a huge benefit if they go for that mid-crunch towards A. But already at 1 minute and 10 seconds, we've got a Molotov left on MIBR.
I think that's why you're seeing Fallen back out of window room just a bit, because Fur has that position. He can be a bit more passive, and look at the position Phelps is playing, and no danger from Palace whatsoever. Cold Zero on catwalk. Ooh, he's got the dink, but he can't complete the kill. That's Stewie, but Phelps has a double. He gets burned, but he's done his job. Although Elige is still wreaking havoc on catwalk. This is tough for MIBR, but they're handling it very, very well.
Yeah, and especially Fur up here. I think once you've cleared everything else, this is not a position you're going to be really looking for. Can't really blame Stewie for that one. That is very unlikely. Elige, 30 seconds in a 1 versus 3. Bomb still up on that box, and Fur will take him down. So they do win a final round for 9-6 here. I'm not sure that's enough. Liquid with a power performance in the first half here.
Yeah, we'll see how MIBR can handle their own offense when we return from the break.
much more like their old selves. And they're such a scary team. It's fun to see them play this way. MIBR, it's not to say that they can't come back and win this game, but it's gonna have to be a crazy performance.
Yeah, they withstood as best they could. 6 rounds, I mean, all things considered, isn't the worst thing in the world. The problem was the gun rounds were overwhelmingly in the favor of Team Liquid. Now onto the CT side, you saw Stewie there, one of the leading players, or the leading player for Team Liquid, and Twist is going to have point here. coldzera wants this duel. Gives it up, a little bit of a chess game going on as he's got this P250. The rest of his team over towards the B bomb, so he just wants one kill to make this worthwhile, to cause a rotation.
He doesn't know it, but he's already keeping 3 people here. So if they go for B, that's probably the best chance they're going to get. Obviously, if he gets a kill, it's just going to get even better, but he's holding a lot of people hostage on that side.
It's the position of NAF that has me worried up on that B platform here in these halls, because usually this means Nitro would have a flashbang to throw in as soon as they think the hit is coming, but he's got none of that utility. NAF, they're going to jump around the corner. He needs this kill, and he can't get it. Can't line up the headshot. That should be pissed around to MIBR, and yeah, indeed it will. 2 on 5 for Liquid. I don't think they can come back into this. We actually... Stewie being the top fragger for Liquid, we mentioned it earlier in the half. He actually went like 4 or 5 rounds to close that half without a kill. We mentioned it. I think he was like 12-4, 12-5. I think 10 rounds in.
Don't knife him. You know what happens to it. It's a bad idea. Good boy.
Yeah, he must have watched that game.
Yeah, like just try and stay away from that.
I mean, that's one of the things too with the shouting that they're doing when they're winning rounds. You know, never know if you're gonna waken the beast.
Yeah,
wake the dragon, so to speak.
I would be worried about that definitely with someone like coldzera. Well, good round out of MIBR, nicely done. And if you're NAF in that position, I mean, I think you're totally right, but it's like you have to hit basically the first or the second bullet.
Yeah.
That's why like every time you miss a bullet, the chances that you'll actually win that fight just drops by like 80%. It's like,
I didn't see what Nitro had. I know he had a kit, and usually when I see that kind of a setup from Team Liquid, Nitro has a flash for NAF. I've seen them do it plenty of times, especially in those B halls.
Yeah, don't forget that.
We were focusing on that coldzera duel at A ramp, so I didn't see if like maybe they used those 2 to clear up for B. Maybe they tried to find a time and you get a peek and they just use both the utility.
Yeah, it could be. Well, that's gonna give maybe a little bit of energy to MIBR. Maybe something they could work with.
Well, they won the pistol round in the first half, and I think I'm trying to recall exactly what the pistol round score was against Hellraisers. But Team Liquid, I know they had lost, you know, the first 4 pistol rounds of that series. I think they lost like 5 or 6.
They did lose 5 out of 6 pistols. You're right.
So their pistol rounds today have not been good, and this is what makes it now 7 of 8 that they've lost.
Yeah. Now, luckily for them, because of the economy change, it doesn't really have the same impact that it used to, but we couldn't make it sound like it was a good thing. Maybe we could, actually.
I'm sure we could if we really worked hard at it. Either way, connector control over to MIBR despite the scout tag. Fer gonna lead the way. Oh, another one follows up, and that makes this dangerous. Oh, that nade. That could do so much. coldzera down about half HP, but they're chasing Stewie down, and he can't get away. Elige has got one twist. He transfers over. That's NAF. And now look at the HP of coldzera and Fer. How do they get in? These pistols are going to be an absolute nightmare. Liquid swinging 2 kills for coldzera. Opens it up.
How are they still alive? This is not done yet. The bomb is still dropped on the floor. There's only 24 seconds. How are they going to get enough control to get the bomb plant down without losing another player in Nitro? Sniping away with the CC, going to get that kill on Fer. Only 15 seconds. He has to run, Fallen. There's really no slowing down on this. He just has to straight run for it, get the bomb, try and fall back, and 8 seconds. He can't fake it. If he puts it down, Elige's going to surely run in and take him down.
He's too far away.
Oh, he might just be. Elige now trying to circle around the box, Fallen. There's no armor on Elige. One headshot will do it. There's a little bit of damage slowly chipping away at him, and somehow they win the round anyway. They're triple for Elige. Oh my god, that's going to really hurt MIBR.
That's unbelievable. Those scout tags and MIBR just got so bottlenecked at the top of connector. They couldn't make their way forward. That's absolutely mental. And Liquid, we just talked about how many pistol rounds they've lost. They did it against Hellraisers as well. They respond in these second rounds with relative consistency. It's pretty wild. 10-7. Team Liquid leading over MIBR. Those kills would have turned it in the favor of the Brazilians, but Nitro's position on Catwalk just too strong, and obviously the time not a friend whatsoever.
See, winning the pistol round doesn't even matter, Moses. It's fine.
Well, I think there's very few teams who can win those force buys or half buys the way the Team Liquid does. Taco, that's great work with the Krieg. Liquid definitely didn't expect him to have that weapon.
No, they and I mean double pushed. They're fighting behind that one pillar coming out on the other side. That's kind of hard to control pretty much no matter what weapon you have. Nicely done, Taco. Helping out his teammates. Elige. Ooh. Peeks right into the CC of Phelps.
This round's already won for MIBR just because of Fur's position. The rest of the team can just hit. I mean, Taco does great work with those 2 kills, but I mean, the rest of the team just no one move. Just let Fur find you one more kill, and then it's all over. And even if he somehow doesn't get this, even if Twist takes him out, which he might, at least you have the information. And now certainly they're just pulling him out into the open, and Twist has about 4 different opponents at 4 different angles. He does go down, so MIBR returned the favor.
Well, now things get real interesting. Quick back and forth early on in the half here. MIBR. It's so strange when you look at the names on that roster. What you said earlier and what they'd been saying in interviews about something not clicking, you do sort of have that, like, you're sort of holding your breath for that to happen, aren't you?
Kind of, but I mean, if you were holding your breath for that to happen, you'd probably be dead by now.
Yeah, you would probably be dead.
It's been a minute that we've been holding our breath and waiting for it, which is probably the most worrying sign. These reunion tours that we've seen in Counter-Strike of old rosters coming back together after some extended time away, it's tough to make it work.
Yeah.
For so many different reasons. Either way.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's almost like a bit of an addiction. Like, if you start watching all of these MIBR games, you kind of feel like you have to keep watching them just because what if you miss the one game where it really works, where they're finally back? Nice kill to start off with here, Elige. This time beating Taco and even stealing the Krieg. Further, infiltrating the defense, and I think that's all they needed.
Yes. I thought they might have a little bit of trouble with the position that Elige was in inside Palace. That could be dangerous, but just not enough to keep them slowed down.
How long can you hold your breath for, Moses?
Not long.
No?
No.
Want to put any kind of seconds on it? Minutes? Hours? I don't know.
No.
What are we working with here?
Do
you want to test it out? Like, we have a plastic bag out back. I'm sure we can find out if you want.
We've got a pool as well. I think the pool is maybe a better idea.
Yeah?
Maybe.
Let's do that. Great content. We'll call in a medic or something.
Okay. Yeah, we'll have paramedic supervision.
Or Henry.
Oh. I trust Henry with my life.
Well, of course. Actually, saying that, why?
I don't know. Something tells me in crunch time, Henry's going to be a reliable person to save your life.
Listen, I respect your decision. I'll be the guy with the camera phone. It's 9 to 10, and we've moved into round number 20. I wouldn't say that I'm really worried for Liquid right now, but I would say now as viewers, as connoisseurs of the game of Counter-Strike, we can start to enjoy this a little bit more now.
Liquid just did a bit of a ninja vanish situation. Just sitting behind that smoke and window room, taking shots with their pistols. They've done decent damage onto Fur, Taco, and Phelps. And then they slip away before all the utility damage can come in. They don't really have any great advantage, so to speak, even with that damage. They just don't have the weaponry to kind of capitalize on it. And the AKs are starting to dictate the pace of this round. But MIBR being pretty slow and patient. They've got advanced position and the bomb's still far back. Everyone just watching for pushes. They don't really care about planting quite yet with well over a minute in the round.
Taco overextending a little bit.
He got domed by Elige in the halls the last round as well. He's had a couple tough ones against the pistols.
That'll happen every once in a while. But now they're on the bomb site over at A, and they should be absolutely just fine. Phelps really starting to come alive. He also seems to be playing with a little bit less stress, maybe. Not happy to run around with that AK-47. I would say in this version of the MIBR roster, I actually kind of would be looking at Phelps, not always to be like the top frag or anything, but in terms of energy and just overall, sort of boldness, I would expect for him to be the one to really pick it up.
Okay.
I think he's got, in some sense, almost more to prove than the rest of them. So it's going to be tied up 10-10, though. What do you do for Liquid in this round, Moses? What haven't they done on the CT side? What about a double push into B apartments this time? How do you feel about that? Push in underpass? Push top mid. I've got a lot of options.
You've tried your aggression in towards Palace, and obviously it didn't pan out. Doesn't mean it won't in the future. But I think, you know, this first round where you're going to have guns, I think you play a pretty standard one here. We had this kind of conversation yesterday. This is the first time I have guns in a while. I like mixing in the aggression, but I think at some point, you know, early on, you have to have just a standard round.
Yeah, you're always very conservative on that side.
I mean, I'll get wild and crazy, but you know, you gotta have a standard round.
Oh, okay.
Here and there. No kits for Team Liquid. Stewie 2K, 1 kill in the past 10 rounds.
Yeah, that's probably gonna have to change, isn't it? Are they really gonna try and run boost? No, well, they did. It just did not work.
Here we go.
Oh, jumping out into the middle. Like to see it. That would have been so good. But now Stewie making up for that otherwise poor ratio. Setting up for the smoke. Yeah, he saw that coming. No problem at all. That didn't even close to work out. But it was fun.
No, and it was tough because... Oh, wait, hold the thought. Phelps has such good position inside window room. Bomb is so far away, though. That's the one crippling thing about this round. That's going to be heartbreaking for Taco and Phelps. They're in such a good spot.
But Nitro actually... Oh, the Molotov as well. He could actually catch Twist right now. Twist trying to run back. There's the kill. Now, Nitro went back through T-spawn. He did not see the bomb at top mid, I'm pretty sure, but he's obvious. Oh, no! What in the world is going on? Triple Taco down to 6 health.
And Naf is probably confused now as well, because Liquid never, like you said, never saw the bomb. Don't realize it's on the ground. So Naf is probably thinking that they're running over to the B bomb site, which, I mean, is the case for Phelps. But he could really catch Taco here. This could be so tough. Oh, the timing of this is everything. Taco's going to pick up the bomb.
Oh, no, he could catch him as well, only 30 seconds. If Naf gets Taco, then he has the bomb, and there's going to be almost no time. Phelps will have to run.
No, he's going to hear the footsteps. Gun is out. Yeah, this is basically... Oh, Taco, does he know? Oh my God, Naf's got it. Naf's got the kill. Now he can just hold on to these halls. That's the bomb on the ground, and Phelps has to run for it. And Naf is calling his bluff and just saying, we'll see if you have the time to get the bomb and pick it up and get all the way there.
He can't. If Naf runs, that's it. He can never make it back to the bomb site.
Oh, no.
I can't believe it.
What a weird situation. All the rounds of Mirage that we've watched, I don't think I've ever seen anything quite like that.
I mean, do we even want a replay of what Taco just did?
I thought he saw him somehow. He just like stopped and looked.
No, but I mean, the first kill when he jumps around the corner at the A Palace.
On Nitro?
That's, well, I don't know if it's illegal. Certainly immoral.
There should be some penalty for it. Well, Liquid...
Is that golden rule, Moses?
They're given a bit of a miracle. First, the botched run boost with the AWP. The bomb being dropped for so long at back catwalk.
Oh, my God. You're supposed to die from that.
Nitro wishing he had a Krieg instead of an M4. A whole lot of things. Twist and Elige playing inside the bomb site. Twist with only an SMG, and it looked like Cold Zera, he was posturing as if he wanted to challenge on a ramp.
What a freaky round. That got me excited. And now, I mean, again, this game has really turned into something. 11-10.
And remember as well, this game is for a spot in the playoffs or elimination. One of these teams is going home.
Yeah, that's hard to even imagine, isn't it?
I think both of them beat by North early on in the event.
Yeah, North are playing well. So, I mean...
Well, they're gone, but...
Yeah, but I mean, generally speaking, they're playing much better than they have for a while.
Yeah.
And NRG took out Astralis. I mean, they're not gone, but still.
3 Molotovs, Anders. Think they're going to Molotov Twist?
Yeah.
Elige is going to get Molotoved as well. Taco's got one for that. So both of these positions are susceptible from Team Liquid, and it's an aggressive defense over at the B bomb site. Naf and Stewie now just starting to rotate. Nitro getting the flank underway. Twist moves out of his position. They now know exactly where he is. Here comes the turn of the corner. They've got them both boxed in. Elige somehow gets one. Oh, he continues as he pushes forward. 2 kills for Elige. I don't know if it's enough, though.
It might not be. The flank is coming in pretty quickly, though, on the other side. That's Nitro. Flanking with the MP9 is really not always the best thing in the world. But Stewie's waiting for it. 19 seconds. He just wanted to go to the bomb plant. Thinking about it. Bit of a flashbang. Gonna set it up. And what a great double kill. Stewie absent from the game for a long time here in the second half, but last couple of rounds, he's really made up for it. The bomb is planted, but Cold Zero, I mean, he can't even move out of this position. He just has to wait. He's going to have to rely on them making a bit of a mistake, and it won't be happening. Stewie to pick up a triple instead. And Liquid now up at 12. They did throw the Molotov for Twist, and then they had nobody there to catch him.
Yeah, the fact that he's able to get away that whole time. And then the play from Mirage as well. I mean, they see him go under into dark, and that gets Molotoved as well. And Mirage is able to just push out of it.
Well, they chased Twist into that corner. And when they killed Twist, everybody's flashed in Mirage. I mean, otherwise they would have hunted Mirage down there.
Yeah.
So it is, a lot of it comes down to that initial escape that Twist is having. You see, everyone's flashed out that first one.
A couple team flashes there. This kill on Taco as well. Taco got team flashed twice by Fallen. Maybe not as bad, maybe not full blind, but definitely distracting. 12-10, Liquid take a lead. The plant is going to help with the money situation on the Brazilian side. Fallen has an AWP. They've got plenty of utility. This is the last buy the Brazilians have, though.
Yeah, it really is. I don't know. That's great play from Stewie, really waiting for the perfect timing. You have to really appreciate that. But that did look like a round that was going to be MIBR's, just based on the utility, based on the weaponry on Liquid there.
I was going to say, I think there was still an SMG in play for Liquid. That play from Stewie was huge. I mean, that's a big risk just to get to that box and assume they're not going to clear it, assume that they're not going to be able to see you. Here we go. Round 23. 4 players from IBR at A. Fur is the only one at A ramp. It's going to be, they want to bust out of the Palace. They want to bust out of these halls, but Elige is so close up. And he's got the first, can't get the second. That's a bomb, though. They have spotted the bomb. NAF is going to start peeling away from B, and MIBR have to make a decision quickly. If they want to move this forward, it has to be now, but they've slowed down the pace. Phelps is going to back off with that bomb.
Yeah, at 1 minute and 26 seconds, I think, when that was happening, they can definitely justify doing that. Look at the utility on Liquid. That's really the only downside I could tell right now, is that in spite of winning that round, they don't have that much to work with. The Nitro over at the B-bomb site, and NAF is there as well with a smoke and a Molotov. So if they go for it and he's still around, those are really big tools to win around with. They might crunch middle instead with Taco still up there.
I have plenty of utility on the offensive side of things.
Yeah, but what is the off angle for Twist in there? They won't see it coming out of connector. Well, they know they won't.
Tough part is if they come up connector, he's going to be in a really difficult spot. Stewie might be able to help him, and you can see he's trying to find some information, but there's no intel to be gathered. Stewie now going to rotate back towards CT spawn. There's NAF. He's got the first kill from Catwalk. All that utility. They don't smoke it. They don't Molotov it, and that's what you get. 2 kills from NAF. Well played from him. MIBR wanted to do a contact play, wanting to remain silent for as long as humanly possible, and it doesn't yield them anything. Bombs on the ground. Taco gets 1, but he's traded off immediately.
All right, the war cries are coming out. I think NAF actually tagged Twist through the box. Not that it really mattered, but you know, fun little detail.
It's such a fine line to ride, whether you use your utility or not. You could tell MIBR wanted to start attacking the bomb site like that. Yeah. They wanted that to be the signal that they were hitting A. They did not want to use the smokes and the Molotovs on Catwalk, but that's the risk you take, and they lost 2 players for it.
Yeah, because, I mean, you're absolutely right. If you throw those grenades, you're telegraphing the play, to use a boxing term. But if you don't, you could get killed by NAF instead.
Tough decision.
Yeah. Doesn't feel good, does it? And now they're back on really nearly nothing. Liquid now taking some pretty big steps towards winning this first map. Especially economically, that could be a deciding factor. Good flashbangs. Nitro in the corner, and he's going to get checked. What a push, and look at the connector here. Phelps, oh, how does Elige do that?
I don't know, but that kill allows him to go for it. Oh, Stewie gets caught. Do you still want to go for it if you're Liquid? And yeah, they tried, but Elige needs to back away. They don't have the money to lose this weapon as well. MIBR not done fighting just yet. CZ's swarming that B-bomb site. Or CZ's, should I say, since we're in this part of the world.
Well, I mean, how does it make sense? I've just started calling it CCs as well, but it doesn't even make sense, does it? Why are they different letters, Moses, if you just pronounce them the same?
I don't know. I don't have the answer for that.
All right, well, it's disappointing, but you would try and stand up for
the decisions my country made in years past.
Yeah. I don't know, maybe it is correct, though.
We have a lot of weird ones.
Well, did you know this odd fact that the American accent is sort of closer to what, you know, the original British accent would have been like? So after the British people sort of went to America, then they actually, the people who stayed behind, you know, in the UK, they changed their accent.
Huh.
So This is a weird fact of...
I didn't know that. I think I'm going to need some documentation for that one.
I do make up a lot of things.
That one messes with my brain a little bit.
Yeah.
Here we go. Once again, round 25. This time it's Liquid. They only have the AUG on a leash, and they're going to choose to save. Probably they could have forced up, and we know they're effective with it, but that's a big risk to take at 13-11. That would mean your next save round allows MIBR to tie things up.
It's making me uncomfortable that you no longer trust everything I say. I feel like I had a real edge when you just said it.
You did for a bit. When I was a young, naive esports commentator,
Yeah.
you probably could have messed with me a little bit more.
Oh, okay. I don't know where this game is going to go. I can't believe it's this close. Liquid have looked like they have been playing a really good game. But MIBR kind of rising to the challenge. I think that's probably the surprise for most people right now, isn't it?
This setup is so cool for Team Liquid. 3 players inside the site with the pistols. Elish is going to have support on Catwalk with the AUG. When does he get involved? There's no smokes to block off his vision either. He just needs a little bit of help from the players inside the site, and he's got this angle. Everyone's distracted. Oh, Elish. It's just a deathmatch, shooting fish in a barrel, and even Elish getting hyped.
I love it. I absolutely love it.
He's saying that's the 3rd 4 spot. It's the 3rd eco we've won.
Yeah. And I've never seen Elish that pumped.
No.
Like he was, I mean, he should be. This is amazing.
Yeah, listen, it's crazy what happens when you start actually winning tournaments.
That does, yeah, it does really boost the morale, doesn't it? But Stewie yelling as well. I love everything about this Liquid lineup right now. If this is how they're going to be in the future, a little bit more personality, a little bit more flex, then really good job. Yeah,
all good things. Fallen with an AWP.
Round number 26 here. Deep Molotov. MIBR. If you just go back and think about how many rounds, like that one where they almost caught Twist in Get Right, and they had all the weapon advantage, and there's a lot of them. Oh! This time, they absolutely catch Twist.
Liquid might want to think about, if they don't get one of these kills, there is a player in connector as well. Oh, Naf has that. What a save from Naf. That's from Window Room. He's been so crucial on finding those players. Stewie's brought down to 9 HP. There's a small gap in the smoke, but not enough to really exploit. They go for the boost over. He's looking for somebody. He's looking for anybody. He's going to peek out wide. He's got the bomb on the ground. There's still one close to the smoke. They've got to be careful. Fur has not chosen to go forward just yet. Now he's got a leash. The information is there, and Nitro's dropped as well, but it's a crossfire. Fallen spins and gets one more. Oh, Stewie through the box. Delays it just a little bit longer. And Taco now desperately searching for the information. He's going to jump up, almost the flick from Stewie. It's so fast, and through the box again. Stewie wants one more, taking so many shots, but quickly hiding back behind cover. He's so low, and Taco is just toying with that. Stewie goes for one more. He's going to miss that shot.
He might as well keep going for it, and now he crosses over into CT spawn. He's going to re-peek it again. Taco. I mean, some of these plays you see Taco making now, this would be a study, worthy. Some university student go back and find like early plays from Taco and late plays in his career. I mean, he has a lot of career left, but I'm just saying some of these plays he would have been so timid in the beginning because he wouldn't be the player to sort of make those. And it feels like everything he's been through, it's really shaped him up to be a little bit more of a bold player. But what a round that was. I can't believe that boost worked.
Yeah, that's crazy. He's able to slide out and find that one, then through the box immediately afterwards. Stewie at this level just changes the dynamic of a team just enough to make them that much more deadly. 21 and 14 for him, 23 and 14 for Elish.
Let's not forget some of these shots coming out of Fallen.
No, that spin was nasty. That was beautiful stuff.
Yeah, he was getting shot in the back. He had to jump, land and just take that shot immediately. What a mad round. 14-12. And again, I mean, if MIBR lose some of these rounds, they are just out of money one more time. Now instead it's Liquid. Surely they can't win more of these rounds.
Had before. Stewie's going to let them know if they can't win this. 14-12, and it's to the credit of Liquid, the fact that they just keep extending that lead just by one round every time that they're able to even take these saves. You'd think one of these, especially Leave with 7,500, you'd think they'd force into one of them. But because they just have that one round lead, they're fine.
What?
Lee just found a kill. Oh, this cannot happen. This cannot happen again. The MAC-10 pinning Fallen down as well. He's going to have to do something crazy. Twist goes forward. There's Elish with one more. And now Taco somehow spins and gets it. But Jesus, these rounds cannot get much more dangerous from IBR.
I really can't believe it. They smoked him off for that reason. They were like, let's play this as safe as we can. No reason to like play around with that window. We'll smoke it off. Elise just like, I don't care. We're just gonna pick up the kills anyway. They could have won that round. If Fallen doesn't get the help from Cold in the middle there, that's it. Then they're playing 2 versus 5. My God.
That's wild. I thought that if Fallen had, yeah. There were so many points where Mibr could have lost that. 13-14. Now you're going to see the guns come out for Team Liquid. Nitro is down to an SMG, probably to get the utility. They're a little bit light on kits. Stewie's got the only one with an AWP as well. And timeout called by Mibr.
15 seconds. We're going to get back in the game. AWP on Stewie. That has been way too exciting. Oh, God, it's just as it pops as well.
I thought it was over at that point. I was like, oh, God.
Yeah, it felt like it. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Get everybody involved. Round number 28 here. ESL Pro League. And again, as you said, elimination match that we're watching right now. Everything is on the line. Liquid, obviously favorites to win this game. But Mibr have reached a level that we don't get to see them from them nearly often enough, actually.
No, you have to give them credit. They've come out at a very, very good level today. This is a very good game out of them for a team that struggled so much to make this lineup work, to make this reunion lineup work. Nitro wanted to get aggressive, but I think the counter flashes from Mibr scare that idea out of his head. 4 players from Mibr in these B halls. Liquid quickly running out of utility. 3 flashbangs, 2 Molotovs. Nitro has one at the B-bomb site. Elige has one at the A-bomb site. I guess that's maybe the only saving grace for their utility.
Can they lure somebody out for Taco to kill? He's alone over there. If they throw the right grenades... Ooh, peeking against Stewie, though. That could be dangerous. What a play from Taco. He probably wins that almost 9 out of 10 times. If he does, that could cause a bit of a distraction. Now, instead, they're running back. Nitro, MP9 down here. Phelps taking one. And, oh, God, Nitro. One of them with a little bit of help there from the Molotov, and he's still alive. Stewie picking a Fallen, and it's all on Fur. 35 seconds. 1 versus 4. He picks up one, and Stewie takes him down blind as well in the middle of it. And that's going to be map point here for Liquid.
I thought he threw that Molotov way too deep, but perhaps it was perfect because it actually forced him to fight in the fire against Naf. He gets the 2nd kill with the Molotov to clean off that battle. And now this is the worst situation for Mibr. They did win one of these rounds earlier, but they're going to have some players relegated to pistols. Fur's already got CZ armor, and that's all he can afford. You have to imagine perhaps last time out for Mibr being called right now. Team Liquid up 15-13. 2 chances to close this out before overtime.
You really have to assume that most of the time Taco wins that fight. Because if you're the player playing CT Spawn, that is not where you're expecting any kind of a fight. Stewie was looking there for a lot of the time, so you think, all right, it's fine, it's probably covered, and then out comes the Krieg.
I think he did the classic. I think he missed the first few bullets with the Krieg, and a lot of the pros have talked about it. It's a very powerful gun, but the spray pattern has still been, eluding a lot of people, getting used to it. 15-13. Team Liquid, a real chance to close it out. They've got a decent amount of cash behind this, but you really don't want to lose this. That makes things dicey for the final round, for round 30, but they're going up against 1 SMG and 4 pistols. Excuse me, 3 SMGs.
Well, there's certainly a lot of speed behind this. Phelps right into the... Oh!
I think Naf was just spamming for Catwalk. I think he just got lucky, and there's a gap in the smoke. Elige takes advantage. A 5-on-3 for the first map. Liquid on the verge of going up 1-0.
Yeah. I can't believe Naf. I think you're right. He might have just been doing that. Fallen, got to be a 1 kill. Doesn't seem to be anywhere near enough. Just pedaling backwards, and it's going to be all on Fallen here. 1 versus 3 with a Mac 10 and 22 health. I mean, some of those shots to start of this round with Liquid yelling all the way through at Mibr, really making sure they're on notice. That's going to be it. First map going in favor of Team Liquid, and you can tell Stewie absolutely fired up. I love watching this. What a great game to start this best of 3 with.
Yeah, phenomenal performance from Liquid. A narrow victory. Good challenge from Mibr. We'll see what they have left in the tank for map 2. We're heading to a break. When we come back, we got the desk.